Hey, this is Jim Perkins with MidMo Real Estate Club, and we are going to share our screen here because we're going to go in and start talking about playbooks. Now, for these playbooks, what we're going to do is I want to show basically what these playbooks look like, and this is a template on the playbook. So what you see here is it's going to be 90-day challenge key plays. So the way this will work is right over here, and everything's color coordinated. So everything will go through on everywhere through here on following these color coordination things. So basically, you're going to go through and once we've got you lined out with what your personality type is, then we also need to go through and pick out those strategies that you want to work on for those 90 days. So, and these stay put. You do these for the full 90 days. They don't change because you gotta be into this, and you can't start something and then say, well, I don't like the way it's developing. These take time, so it's not an overnight process. So the first thing we're going to do here is we'll pick out whatever you're doing. So it could be anything. It could be sheriff sales, or it could be driving for dollars, or it could be direct mail. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter what it is, but that will go in here, and then choice number 2 will go right in here for 90-day playbook 2. Now then you'll have one down here that talks about your follow-up process for deal strategy number 1, and then one again for follow-up process for deal strategy number 2. And those really stay the same almost in every playbook. So then we're going to have a spot where you go through and you talk about perfecting the pitch with the sellers. So we're going to go through some of that stuff, and you guys will have some training to look back on those. And then really what we're doing is we're building the sellers list during this process. So this is the overall concept. It tells you what you're doing in those 90 days. So then you move over to the side here, and you'll see that once you get into there, you see that you've got some priorities. So it's going to start giving you a little bit more information of what you're doing with that specific deal strategy. So it's going to develop a rock solid whatever your first choice is, and we're looking to get 2 deals out of that particular process within the next 90 days. And same for the second one. Now, this deals may change. It may be 2 deals, it may be 4 deals, maybe however many. It just kind of changes based on what you're doing. But as you see, each of these things, they're still color coordinated, so you just follow them through. So now you go down through everything right here, and you'll see that you start to have a 90-day real estate challenge, and it's going to be your first 20 plays. So what this does is this is going to tell you these are the specific tasks you're going to be doing if you selected this choice. So this is going to tell you exactly what you should be doing. If you picked driving for dollars, then this is going to tell you specifically what you should be doing the first thing for driving for dollars. And it's going to give you a due date over here that's in green. So you'll have a due date over there when you should be finishing that task. And then it'll go through and it'll give you another one. Here's the next task that you should be doing. And then here's the next task that you should be doing. And you just follow those in order, and it tells you exactly where you should be at and what you should be doing. Now, like I mentioned, it's got these due dates over here. You'll have the due dates. I kind of threw these numbers in here today, not any specific thing, but just threw those in there for placekeeping today. Some of those could say do it daily, or they may say do it every 30 days, or it may say do this twice a week, or you're trying to go on 5 appointments in the next 10 days, or something along those lines. So it really just specifies each of those. So that's how the playbooks work. You just follow through the playbooks, and then it tells you exactly what you need to do. And you just follow this all the way down, and it tells you all that stuff that you need to do. All right, so that's the playbook. Now, the other thing is a template, or I'm sorry, a resource template. So this will actually instead of being named template resources, this is going to actually say exactly what you're doing. So driving for dollars resources, or Project 100 resources, or whatever thing that you're doing. And so then you just follow down through this. It'll tell you what your objective is. The objective tells you the specific objective you're trying to achieve with that playbook. And then underneath that, it's going to give you specific details on how to do the steps that are added to the resource. So this back here onto the 90-day playbook, this tells you the overall concept of this is what you need to do. And then you go to the template resources, and that's going to tell you specifically how you do that. So if you've got whatever kind of strategy you're working, then it tells you specifically what you need to do step by step in this resource. And then the last thing that everybody will get is basically a spreadsheet. So you're going to go through this spreadsheet, and as you have deals come in, or you have leads come in, leads, you want to track those leads. Now, they're also going to be into your System8, but you want to track these leads so that you're keeping in touch with them. So you're going to put your street address, city, state, zip. You'll have a seller's name, seller's email, seller's phone number, seller's new address. And then if you have your ARV, you just put in whatever your ARV is. And then once you do that, it'll automatically give you what your max offer should be for a wholesale deal. Now, understand that sometimes that may change. So this is giving you what your max offer would be for a wholesale deal. But just understand that when you and I discuss, because we'll still be in contact about all of these deals that you're doing, the max offer may be something different, because maybe we're not going to wholesale this property. Maybe it makes sense to go out there and rehab it or whatever. So then we'll put in what our initial offer to them was, what was our counter offer, what was the property sold for, or what the final outcome is if they decide they're not going to sell to us or whatever. So that's what you do on the Excel sheet. Now, the way this works is I will go through, and once you're ready for this, I take this and then I share this playbook to you. So I've already done some sharing on this, and that's in the way. I've done some sharing on this, and that's not what I want. All right, so I've done some sharing on this. So I've actually shared it with another one of my accounts. So when you come through here, you can start to scroll through, and you can see that when I adjusted that and I put in that $100,000 offer or ARV on that other spreadsheet, then it already popped up onto this one. So that helps me track where you guys are at and that kind of thing. So I can help you the most with these deals. So that's the spreadsheet. Now the actual resource sheets, the resource sheets are not going to have something that we're going back and forth on. It just gives you the step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Now, when we do the 90-day playbooks, what we do on the playbooks, let me move this real quick. So when we go through and we do the playbooks, if you come through, you're going to have the ability to come and write on these. So once you look at this task, you'll say, okay, I've completed this. You'll come over here and you'll click on the resource center, and then you're going to right click it and push comment. So then once you're ready for that comment, you're going to say, I completed this task on 10/20/2021. So you add that comment. All right. And so then you're putting your comment on there, and it's attached to this sheet. So then that pops up back over to me, and I can look at that, and it'll show me that when I go back to mine, it says I completed this task on 10/20/2021, and then I can go in and I can reply, okay, keep keep going, or whatever we need to say. And so when I reply to that, then I can go back over to this other one, and you'll see there's a reply there. So and then once we've got everything going there, and we know what we're doing, then we can always come in and we can always delete these comments. Once we're moving on, you don't need that there anymore. We can delete that comment thread. And so when we do that, it just takes all that out of there. Okay. So that's how the playbooks work. The playbooks, I'll be sharing those with you, and then you comment on those, and then that keeps me in touch with where you're at, what you're doing on each of these, and then you update all these these spreadsheets as you go on. So that's how the templates work, that's how the playbooks work. This one is just a template, but this one, they will all be in this format, and you just follow along, and it gives you step by step what you should be doing on each thing, so that you're able to keep moving along and keep doing deals. All right, guys, see ya.